おかえりなさい、ザックさん。今回は病院に向かうところからスタートです。
Too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
まだまだバチバチやな。やれやれ。
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
今度は移動でバグりませんように。エピソード1チャプター3検視結果。雨降ってきた。いつの間にレインコートを。そしてもう脱いでいる。とんでもない早技ですね。
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
かばってくれたぞ。エミリーさんは優しいな。ほら、俺、
Well then,
ヨ
Agent
ー
York,
ク。
let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
それでは向かいましょう。雨は動画的に辛いですが、長い付き合いになりそうですね。エンコードでぐちゃぐちゃになるな。大丈夫ですか？今のは手が滑っただけや。てか、この車加速やら、ステアリングやらいちいち重いのよ。
I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are
うち
you
らがいる
married?
からかな。
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting
二重人
strangers.
格の人は結婚どうす
I
るん
don't
で
get
しょう
on
ね。
very well with women. You might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
やたら皆さん傷が気になるようですね。そ
So,
こまででかくは
Emily,
見えないよな。
tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Zach, there he is. The monarch, in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say
そうや
something?
な、
Agent
花丸う
Morgan?
どんがない
No,
場所には生まれたくないな。
I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
タイミングが悪すぎる。うちは悪くない。
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My
現
mother
状に
always
そ
talked
ぐわない
about
規
how
模の建
energetic
物が
this
よく
town
出て
used
き
to
ま
be.
すね。この町の
Almost
過去
like
が
a
事
gold
件に
rush,
絡んでくるん
she
でしょう
used
か
to say.
ね。
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. And that's why this case is our problem. There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
結局そこに着地するのね。 エミリーさんも大変ですね。
Hello, Sheriff.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
ここ好き。
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
さっきのはそういう
Rumors
こと
get
でしたか。
exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the US, a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl.
And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil
それは
still
つまり
lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
ヨークのフォローが光る。そうそう、今回は会話が非常に多いので微妙なところで切れます。その関係で今回は短めになってしまいました。ごめんなさいね。字幕量が多くて間に合わへんかったんや。すまんな。コンピューター室に着きました。
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
うちらにいきなり振らないでくれるか。全然ピンときてないんやけど。これはチェスですかね。キングはルークを超えビショップに出会う。ナイトはポーンを引き連れクイーンに忠誠を誓う。これ何かの提携区だったりするんでしょうかね。マジで全然わからんな。どうしよう、一切わからんのやけど積んだ。それでいいのかもしれません。ゆかりん、それは一体。しょっぱなから難しい問題が出るわけはない。つまりは文章に出た順番そのまま入れればいいということです。そんなんありなんか。まあまあやってみましょう。チェックメイト、ほな。まさか本当にやってるとは。
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
あ、それはわか
More
ったぞ。
games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
地下階のカードキーを手に入れた。といったところで短いですが、今回はこれでお別れです。次回はヨークの本領発揮、話が動くからお楽しみに。それじゃあまた見てな、ザック。